Logan from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, beautiful this time of year, said, hey, what do you think are Michigan's chances of repeating this year? Should we expect anything less? Yeah, you should. Michigan's not going to repeat as a national champion. Now, never say never, so I should tell you, FanDuel has them with the 8th best odds to win the national title. Their over-under win total is 9.5. I think it's totally unrealistic to expect that they would be in that mix again this year. Crazier things have happened. How wild is it, by the way, that Michigan played Washington for the national championship 2 months ago? They are numbers 129 and 130 in returning production this upcoming year. Neither head coach is still there. Neither quarterback. Obviously, everything changed. It's one of the great Lone Star songs in 90s country. Everything's changed, and they might as well have been singing about Seattle and Ann Arbor. So J.J. McCarthy out. That's your QB1. Running back 1. Wide receivers 1 and 2 gone. Vast majority of that offensive line, 6 of the top 7 are gone. They sent 18 guys to the combine. It usually means that you're going to be missing a lot of talent that did whatever you did with them the previous year. Whole new staff as well. So that doesn't mean it's the end of the road. It just means that it's the end of that road, but it's the start of a new one potentially. You just don't know how wide the road's going to be, how long the road's going to be. Alex Orji at quarterback, fascinating experiment coming up here. I was reading some of Sam Webb's stuff a little while ago, just kind of getting a gauge on what they think about him internally. If they're right about him internally, he'll probably surprise a lot of people given how inexperienced he is with the grasp that he has on the system they run up there. So there's confidence in him internally, but that's not the first time we've heard that pre-spring about guys, and then they don't pan out. So it's not a guarantee. It's what we have to go on right now. But he's inexperienced, and he's surrounded by inexperience. And that's probably the toughest part of trying to figure out what Michigan's going to be offensively this year. So what are the fair expectations? Man, I can't tell you how to think. I'll tell you, if I was a Michigan fan, I'd just be hoping not to fall off the road into the ditch this year. Don't bottom out. Don't go from winning the title to barely making a bowl game like TCU kind of did last year to previous year. Don't have that happen. And then whatever you are against Fresno State and Texas in weeks 1 and 2, make sure you're a much better version than that by the time you play Northwestern and Ohio State at the end of the year. Because if that happens, if week-over-week progression is obvious, that means you probably have the right guys in place. Sharon Moore, right on down the rest of the assistant coaching ladder. No, I would be utterly stunned if they won a championship this year. I just hope they don't, fall off the map entirely because it's reasonable to expect a reset button to get hit for the team. Hopefully, it's not program-wide. And that's where my expectations are with Michigan right now.